Hey guys.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey Lisa Quesada. Hey Starseed. Hello. What's up guys?
Oh,
My elderly cats. I've been
hi,
watching
look at you, babe.
been watching the Olympics like a nut job because I'm gonna take up snowboarding. I am so going to the Olympics in 4 years in the half pipe, like but I think about elderly cats every time I watch the New Zealanders. Hey Shredder.
McNana, you've changed your name.
McNana.
Hey,
Ah.
Alyssa. What do you think of my new fellow, guys?
Our little
Has anybody
icons.
noticed?
Well, Karma is secret. She's a secret. Um,
Yep,
she's
she's a
from
special
Interpol.
guest. Yep, she's a special guest.
Special guest from Interpol.
Yes.
We found her hanging on the Interpol website yesterday, and we're like, "Hey, come hang out with us."
Yeah, those blood blinking poles. You've got to be careful. Hey, Cherry, Marion.
Hey, Marion, good to see you.
Yeah, you've got to watch those poles, Ma. They're very slippy.
Patty and Pink. Hey, girl. I'm kind of like I just got a little nervous all of a sudden. I really never get nervous. I think I might be having an anxiety attack.
Why would you have an anxiety attack, Miss Wabbit Holer?
I don't know. I think that Karma and I might be heading to Australia in a canoe if things go south.
Oh, really?
All right.
It's
Hi, down
it's
to earth
called
astrology.
it's called when your heart is really in it and you have sleepless nights and you really shed a tear over a missing child. You get nervous and you
Oh,
have anxiety attacks. Unlike others that like to play games and go out to parties and dinners.
I am just about wetting my pants here.
you know what? You are really a mess, Karma. Really a mess.
Oh, I'm crying. You're making me cry.
Start the GoFundMe now because I think I'm going to be in jail soon. Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Starseed. Let's just go ahead and get this started. I mean,
Okay.
we all know
Well,
Lena's
we know.
missing.
Yes, we
We
do.
all know Lena's missing.
Yep.
And after we heard that there is supposedly three other Afghani babies missing, a couple of days ago we decided to start digging, which we should have done this a long time ago.
Yeah. We were remiss.
And we're opening up a new foundation, but it's not going to be a nonprofit. It's going to be like 3K to join, and it's going to be called Titties and Kitties on the Ground.
That's us.
Bow
Titties and
wow,
Kitties. Chicka
a
bow
bow
wow.
wow.
You tell them, Karma.
Yes, Cherry. Who has Lena? That's an extremely good question.
Nana, we want you to be a part of the Titties and Kitties. Okay. So Lena's missing, and I we kept going back to like a lot of people. Like, how do you even start this? I mean,
Well,
we're not
certain things.
saying this person is like involved, but we started digging into the Eagle Flight Foundation because I kept thinking, and people kept saying things, and I kept thinking, utility trucks and psychics, and then it's just we'll explain to you how the pieces fell in from the concrete to holy shit.
Minerals.
It was like doing a puzzle piece, and the other day it was like you could see the whole entire puzzle almost clear as day.
Yeah.
Where's Lena? My question is Pamela Allen, who we're going to be discussing tonight. How did she show up at Lena's front door? Was she invited, or did she just show up within 24 hours and say, I'm going to be the advocate? Don't you talk to anyone. I'm going to bring in the translator, and then we are going to help you from here.
Yes. That's the $95,000 question. Who invited her? Was she invited?
Why
Did
can't it
she
be a
invite
million?
herself? All right.
That is the $170,000 question.
Nana said, well, then you could be the kitty part, Nana.
Yeah.
So we keep
So
going back, and from what we've heard, oh, we're going to show you this Pamela woman because she's not good.
she's not
But you have to
all
ask yourself. You got the
rosy.
foster kids. You have other Afghani babies missing. You've got marriages, you got divorces, you got names that you're going by that don't even exist in the world that people don't know about. But then you have
Mm,
a record with that name, a
yes.
divorce, children trying to cover their names. I mean, this is crazy. Oh, Ezit, my elderly cats, he's not gone.
He's still
I
out
speak to
there.
Ezit. I was actually getting ready to call Ezit. He had mentioned he was going to change his number because he was being trolled. But I was going to call him and ask him if he can somehow look into the other three missing Afghani girls. Because what we think happened is we think that they never thought that Lena's case was going to hit the media. And
Because
we
the
have to
other
go
three
back
hadn't.
and we have to go back to what Ezit told us is that the people would tell him not to call the police, that they handle it within the family, the friends. But then he ended up calling the police for Lena. And then you mysteriously have Pamela just showing up the next day at the front door to be the advocate. So you ladies, you got the thing too, Kaz. I'm gonna pull up the record thing, but go ahead, take it over with Pamela. Tell them what we
Well,
uncovered a little bit.
okay. Well, we started delving as we do, and we wanted to get to know a little bit more about Pamela Allen. So we searched her, and we found more than what we bargained for.
Bagging.
Bargained.
That right there sounded like you were from Massachusetts.
Oh, really? Well, my grandfather is from Boston, Massachusetts, so I suppose
Yeah, we
that's
started
good
digging into her.
digging.
We should have done this along. But what started it was an initial look into her. We saw this last name. She has a couple names, but we found
She,
this one name that we could not put with anything. So I'm like, let's go off of this name. And this is the name that she's holding these secrets in from a
yes,
marriage with a guy named Patrick that's been
yes,
divorced for what, only 10 years?
yes, that is correct.
2011?
Yes.
Okay. And
So,
there's so much. This is like a rabbit hole that I'm stuck in with my magnifying glass and my eyeball. Like, I see you.
yeah, well, it just kept getting, the more we delved, the more we found, the more we found, the more we were aghast
And
of
it
what
kind
we
of
were finding.
started, but it kind of started with the utility truck. I don't believe psychics. I don't listen to psychics channel. If something makes sense, I will definitely listen to it because I'm not like thoroughly saying there's no way there's people that can't have feelings or talk to the other side. Like that's okay. But
Yeah.
they kept going back to a white utility truck. 2 weeks
Mhm.
ago, I was looking at the Schnabel Park on maps and I was looking at the surrounding areas at the Schnabel Park. And this is how it all took off the other day. And I saw this big concrete company like 7 miles away. And I called Chisme and I said, Chisme, the next time you're in San Antonio, go by this concrete company. I don't know why I'm having a feeling about it, but I'm just having a feeling. Like, shit, I might be a psychic, Kaz.
Well, I do think you do have some abilities there because
Oh, shit,
your
I'm a psychic.
spider senses are pretty on par.
So I'm gonna show the picture. So she went to this concrete company for me. Good old Chisme. I love her. I love her commentary. I'm gonna start pulling up pictures now, and then we'll get into Pamela. Hang on.
Okay.
So she went for me, and she took a picture, and this is what she sent to me. And this was a while ago, like a while ago, going on 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
I wish Chisme would come in.
She's still down at looking after a family member, so
I know, but she can still come in.
she did say she
Okay.
does.
So I was having this weird feeling about this company that was like 7 miles from the Schnabel Park that they were searching at. It's a big concrete company and it had a lake because some psychics were talking water, this and that. I don't know what drew me to this. So then we start looking. So the other day, us, the three amigos, started looking into trying to figure out the white utility truck that the psychics speak of. I know it was just like, let's just find out. So what did we find out? Pamela's husband has been a concrete pourer for 23 years,
Hmm.
and he drives a white utility truck, which is. I'm putting all this out tonight. I hope that the media eats these people alive. These people are bad. Wait till you get. But we have to start from the beginning so it makes sense. And I can't see comments. So then started with this truck right here, and her husband being construction worker. No, pouring concrete. Excuse me, in the San
Pouring
Antonio
concrete.
area.
Correct.
Yeah, pouring concrete. Talking about his drills. We'll show you the LinkedIn page. Okay, so then we start. We're like, wait, why haven't we ever dug into Pamela Allen? So, go ahead, Cass.
So I get on my phone and I start looking into her, and I found her, and I found the
Hey,
full
Jesse.
report
Hey, Jess.
of her. And as
You're
we were all,
grounded.
yeah, Jess, you're late, darling. Only a little bit. You're
Oh,
good.
Marion's. Oh, it's just so weird how the concrete, the truck, the thing, and then when we pulled what she's getting ready to say, I'm like,
I'm going to share my
is Eagle
screen.
Flights like, let's go adopt a child? And wait till you hear the new post that's coming out for. And this is why we decided to drop this today because we were going to wait until Lena's birthday party's coming up. Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
There's no birthday party.
Okay. So, can you see my
Birthday
screen?
party.
Yes, you can.
You
Okay.
got
What you?
control.
Okay. Thank you.
Kazaroo.
Thank
Okay,
you.
let me mic down. I'm kind of excited now.
All right. So I'll just go to the top so you can all see it. As you can see
They
here,
probably
this is.
didn't.
I can't
One
see
second,
Jessica.
Kaz. They probably didn't down to earth because one of our alliances has been speaking to the FBI out of Quantico, Washington area, Virginia, and they seem to kind of already said a couple of the things that we already know,
Hmm.
and I'm starting to think that this is definitely we need to get on the listen. The most important thing is we need to start making phone calls and blow up the Bexar County Sheriff's Office and the San Antonio Sheriff Office, and we want to know about the other Afghani girls that have gone missing.
Yeah.
Because think of how easy you would think that it would be to take an Afghani baby, and they're not going to care. They're not going to
No.
go and make any news, this, that, the other thing. You're not even from this country. But little did they know that Lena was
And you
going to light
have
it
to
up.
remember that these people come here on the visa and they are scared of the police. So they're not going to call the police because they're scared they're going to be deported.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
this is why
You
these
know, and
other
it's
three children were never turned in to being missing. So that's what they were expecting with little Lena. But guess what?
Exactly.
exactly.
An
It,
American family said, BS, either you call or I call. So that's why the phone
McNana.
call came in 2 hours after she was missing. And
Yeah.
their whole plans were destroyed.
And another thing too is we're still digging. Like we have found other connections around the area that might be shady, but we're not letting all of our eggs out of the basket yet
No,
because
the
there's
life would be too long anyway.
we can only trust what's going on right now with us and what we're gonna say because I don't want to be. If I go missing, I hope you guys really do come and find me. But anyways, go ahead, Kaz. This woman's this
All
this
right.
after you read this too, you have to wonder How in God's name does she have a nonprofit organization?
Yeah, I'll
What
get
the
to
fuck is
that.
going on? Excuse my French. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we need to call the Bexar County and San
And
Antonio, and we need to
how and
say,
how
where
did
are
this
these babies?
lady how did this lady become the person of the year, the
Hey,
what do you
Leslie.
call it?
Businesswoman of the year.
Yeah, like my
Okay.
big toe went up my rear.
All right, you two. I want to get down to some serious stuff.
Oh,
Pamela
Kaz is
Esper.
gonna ground us.
Yeah, I am. So
I know,
mark
Kaz.
down,
You'll
you two.
find me too. You all got to come find me. If I go missing,
I
you know
will.
why. Okay.
I will. I promise. All right. Pamela Esperova Allen is 58 years old for the question that was asked in chat. Her
Okay, but
aliases.
why don't you drop the other name, Kaz,
Yeah,
first? Because this is
Miss
not. This is
Marr, let me. I was
okay.
getting
I'm
there.
excited now. Hey, Carpe DM, long time.
Her
McNana. That reminds me of
one.
the McRib.
I'm going to get a word in a minute. One of her one name that you can see where my cursor is Pamela Andrade. Remember that name because this is where everything comes together. She started her Eagles Flight advocacy in, it became totally registered 100% um, around the 2016, 2020. It took a long
Yes,
time for it to occur.
yes. You guys, listen. You guys got to remember these dates because it's gonna all just. It's just gonna be like a puzzle piece that's gonna pop in together, and you're gonna think it's. Ooh.
I'm
We're
skipping
not
past
even
that
going to
bit.
talk about the no name child that has all the property that was paid in cash. That's going to be for another time.
Yeah, I'm just going to skip past this bit and I'm going to go down to the good stuff because everybody, I'm sorry if
Me
I'm
too,
making anybody
Marion.
sick. Okay, here we go. Pamela
There it is.
Andre. Offense, this is her criminal record, folks.
I think we should have Sherry come on panel and say the last names in Spanish correctly. I think that's
Yeah,
Andrade.
well, yeah.
Andrade.
I'm a Pom Aussie, so I do apologise for crucifying these names.
A family locator. Hey, Cat Eyes. Family advocate we that just showed up at the door within 24 hours. No, she was not even invited on the scene. No, 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 no. Okay, let's like has listen, but listen to what, and it's ugh, yeah.
All right.
It's time
Now,
to start making noise.
Miss
Titties and the
Pamela,
kitties.
yes, Miss Pamela Esperavo Allen was married previously, and her previous married name is the one that's currently on your screen now, Andrade. And this is her criminal background. Now,
And
it
after
is
you show this, Kaz, I'm gonna open up the actual county records of
okay.
these backgrounds. Okay.
All right. This goes back to this particular one's in 2005 for check fraud. And Ma has the actual full case details. This doesn't show you the 100% of the case details. We got the case number and everything.
All right. Do you want me to pull it up, Kaz, and make it big so you can look at that one?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'll just stop sharing for a minute. So I started to say to Ma, well, hang on a minute. I'm hoping it's the same in the US, but nobody in Australia who has a criminal record, even if it's a B class misdemeanor, that's it, yeah, misdemeanor, class B, and they've been convicted of it, they cannot, I repeat, cannot create a non for profit. Now, she was also convicted of fraud. So again, this is even worse because you want to start up a non-profit, but you're convicted of fraud.
Alma, I like your new picture. You don't pluck eyebrows, you tweeze them. You pluck chickens.
So, of course, I can't get onto some records in the States because I'm in Australia. So, Ma went on to the county clerks and district
Hey,
clerk
Kathy.
court records, and
Oh,
we
is
popped.
it? Hang on, I'm learning I have to. I have to. I love when people tell me this because I really like to know the real names. So Bexar is pronounced Bear. Okay, Bear
Okay,
County. Bear
thanks for
County.
that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we popped in her case number, which we got from the previous report, and up pops the case number. And as you can see on the screen, can you make it a little bit bigger, Ma, please, if possible? If not, it's fine. I can read it as it is. But this is the disposition date is 2003. The actual offence date was 1998. Now, what Ma's scrolling down is all the actions that have occurred under this case number. And can you go down to the very bottom, please,
She's
Ma?
been arrested. She's been bond. She's been bond set. She's been arrested a few times. Booked. Image sent. All everything sent to Vine Link. But of course now she's no longer in Vine Link. And Cruella down here, Cruella Karma, she can tell you that you can actually have your mugshot closed after the case is closed in the state of Texas.
Yeah, for a fee, you can apply to the Texas DPS and ask them to have your mugshot removed from public record so nobody can access it.
Look at that 202, released from jail,
Yeah.
released on bond. I mean, you could just keep going. And this is only the first one. She's got another one.
Okay, so there's the 1998, what she actually did. Is it for a lot of money? No, it's not. But the point is, it's still fraud. And she says she's a Christian woman, but from my Sunday schooling and my church going, one of the Ten Commandments is, thou shalt not steal.
Steal.
So she did. She didn't pay the fines. Her warrant went out for arrest. She had to have an attorney. She was put into jail. Um, she still
She
she still
basically
did.
paid herself off in the courts.
Yeah,
She
after
just went
being
ahead and paid
arrested a
it.
few times.
Yes. Failure to appear,
Yep,
warrant received, remand without bond, warrant returned, bond closed, case closed,
into the
request of court. I mean, she's just in and out. Charge, record, sent to Vine, offender record sent to Vine.
yeah.
John McKay, which
So
we already looked him up. He's just he's a
yeah,
criminal lawyer.
he's a criminal lawyer. So this was the first one. Then
Okay, I think I can go over from this page. Hang on.
there's another one. Here's the
That might
second
have
one
been.
that we
Let's make
found.
sure it's a different one. Make sure it's the female judge. Yeah, Arlene
Yes, it
Gay.
is.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one again is for
Let me
check
go to
fraud.
the bottom, guys, because it starts from the bottom and it goes up to the top.
So this happened. She committed this on the 30th of September, or September 30th for you guys, on 2005. And again, she had a warrant. She, she
Warrant
went
issued. File sent. Offender record sent to Vine. Released from
released
jail
from jail in
on bond.
2007.
Bonds
So she,
made. And this all happened on March 15th, 2007. She got arrested. She posted bond and she was out. And then booked again. Warrant returned. Bond closed. Dismissal. Arraignment hell. Attorney appointed.
and then in 2000, on 12th of January, it was closed. But it was a couple of years before she actually sorted this out.
She's the president, and her husband, which is kind of interesting. We'll get into that in a second because
He's the vice president.
he's the vice president. but
Yeah,
they are recently obviously married if she just got divorced in 2011. We're also
2010.
looking for
210.
we're digging into the Rodriguez family, but that we can't possibly talk about that tonight.
Now,
And I hope Lena's father is listening because there was a text message sent to his phone of this link to come listen. He needs to know. Riaz, if you're listening, please stop talking to Pamela. She is a naughty girl.
yeah, she's portraying herself as. I mean, have people done things wrong? Yes, we do things wrong, but you've got to be. You're supposed to put this up there and let everybody know who gives you money on your non for profit that you are a you've been convicted of fraud. She has not done that. Now, are there strict regulatory requirements for all non-profits? Yes, there absolutely is. Does she have to have audited accounts? Yes, she does. But it all comes down to what comes in. You can always do things on a cash basis.
I'll show
So
you in a second, Sherry.
cash doesn't have to go through the books. So I'm not saying she has committed any further fraud since these two convictions that she had previously. But I want a question asked is how was she given the presidency of a not for profit when she has these convictions against her? How
Hey,
can she be
Chelsea.
allowed to
How, yeah,
take money
how are
from
you for special needs children? And you're, I don't care if
exactly?
it's a dollar, you're a thief, not once, but twice.
Yeah, I'd like to see a full. I mean, I would forensically audit her books because I am one.
Okay, now
But you know,
before we dig into Mango's Facebook and her Facebook and how weird she thinks that Lena's father gives two shits about her bird taking a bath on her shoulder, but
you'll
the
see her
so
picture,
so
Cherry.
so as we're digging the other
Yeah,
day, Kaz takes off into Facebook. It's like you're on the call with these girls and we're just all there, but nobody's talking. And then next thing you hear, "Oh my god!" Or so Pamela's. No, wait. Let me show a picture. Hang on
yeah.
before we get into this Facebook stuff. So then we start looking. So now we know that
Pamela's
the husband's a
current husband.
Alan. So now we know that he is a concrete pumper for a long time, and I'll show you his LinkedIn page before we get into all of this. But
McNana, no, we haven't gone onto the. I can't go onto the IRS site from Australia. I'd have to get Ma to do that.
yeah,
But
so
she
as
does have a non for profit number on her page. So,
yeah, we'll go to her flight page. So Kaz is digging on Facebook, and we start looking. And I always thought it was weird. You guys can go back and watch my videos. I did say it was awesome. Like the guardian angels showed up at Lena's visual. I just, it just, it was a good thing. But usually the guardians don't come unless you call them.
yeah.
And I didn't see Lena's family calling the guardians. But the reason why now is because this is Pamela's husband, her new husband of who knows
Hmm.
under 11 years.
Yes.
And he is a guardian angel. And I'm willing to bet money that the Rodriguez that we so desperately seek and we're so close to, we probably even actually know who it is and have the one that we're searching now. But it's just too, there's too many effing coincidences in this to even make this shit up.
Oh yeah, you can't make this up. This is factual information. This
One thing I want to
projector.
say,
Wait one
one
second.
thing,
So we have to be on the lookout for to guardian angels by the name of Spike and by the name of BEA, and we're going to show you their comments and who's tagging them in a minute because we were digging into them days ago, and this new bird post with the shower of the bird is the person that she tagged. It's just everything's just oh my god. Okay, go ahead, Cruella. Karma.
one thing I want to say, and I want to make it clear that in no way are we saying that the parents of Lina have anything to do with Lina's disappearance.
Oh, hell
We are
no.
Hell no.
150% on their side. We are doing this to protect them and to protect all the people there in that community.
Yes. And we'll talk about the party coming up. And I mean, we need to get protesters out there to say, don't bring your children to this party. The way it's worded, and you'll see, I know that it was translated through Google and it has some bumps, but then we translated it on our own. And no, sorry, there was too many weird little things in this.
Yeah.
The translator, who is called Pillsbury Doughboy, I think is his name. I didn't give him that name though, guys. So I'm just like the messenger. And Pamela are shitty and bad. There's something there that from the addresses to the apartments, we still need to find out if who went missing, when they went missing, and if anybody went missing in the apartment complex too that she lived in. But this is only the surface that we dug up, and that's scary.
Oh, yeah.
Bring
So
these babies home now.
Yes.
Or the
yes,
titties and
Lena's
kitties, or the titties
if
and kitties will come for you if you don't bring these babies home.
if Lena's father is listening and watched my videos, then he knows that there's never once did I ever think it was Lena's parents.
No. No. No.
Okay, so before I show the Facebook, let me see if there's any other. Yes, let's show the cabin.
Yes.
Last picture. And you have to ask yourself, she has that Shari name that she uses once in a while. We haven't found
Yeah.
a connection to that yet, but we
Not as
haven't
yet.
really. Yeah.
Now, do you want to explain why we were looking at this cabin, Mark?
Oh, you can explain it.
Well, I think Karma has more of the info on it
Yeah.
than myself.
Karma, explain why we're looking at the Rodriguez family. We need Sherry to
This
pronounce
is
the name.
this is a cabin, or as us normal people call it, it is a shed with the AC unit attached to the side. And it is right next to this Allen lady's house. Now, it has been said by several different psychics, tarot card readers, whatever you would like to call them, that Lina is being held in such a place. Well, it is just such a coincidence that this place is being occupied right on the property of Eagle Flight.
Yeah, exactly. So at first, when you looked at this cabin, whatever you want to call it looks very nonchalant, just sitting there, just a shed on somebody's property. But
Sherry, check
that's from
Discord.
the front.
But wait a second. I don't. I'm not going to agree with that. Well, no, the psychic might see the cabin as maybe she was there at one point, but I don't think she's on Pamela's property. I just don't think that she's there.
Wouldn't that be the last place that the
She could have been
authorities?
there, but if Lena's still alive and they want to do what I don't know what they were going to do, but or even if they had anything to do with it, but I think that Lena would have been taken out of Texas by now.
Common
Depends on what's going.
sense, you would not think to look on the property of the advocate for the mother and the father of
Well,
the
that's
missing
true.
child.
Yeah, you
That's
wouldn't, Ma.
true.
You really wouldn't. I mean, look at how many cases in the past, in over the past few years. Elizabeth is a good example.
And let's
I
not
can
forget about the other one, JC Duger.
JC. I mean, they were living in plain sight. Their appearances may have been changed to distort how they looked, but they still lived within a quite reasonable distance from where the originals were
Exactly.
taken
And
from.
let's look at her website real quick because we
Oh,
all
cat
know.
size, have we confused you, darling? Well, I'm Kazaroo, and I'm the fighting kangaroo.
Oh my god, that rhymes.
I
That
know.
is epic.
And we have Miss Ma, who is always going down the rabbit hole, as we all know. And then we have Miss Karma, who is a special guest today.
Yeah,
So,
special guest. Okay, one last thing of the page. I mean, is she using the children for a cover
Excuse
up?
me, excuse me, one more thing. You know, Miss Rabehola, you have a friend who has a channel who was on a search with this lady. And
Two,
if you
Carpe.
recall, her name I think is Chesme. And she tried to give some pictures to this Allen
Sherry,
lady
check Discord.
to show the father some evidence, and this Allen lady would not allow the father to retrieve these photos, and said that it was not important.
that's
Why?
right.
Why is not
Exactly.
important? It is
Because
important.
it is, but it's not to her, Miss Karma. It's all about her. I just wanted to address Alma. Alma, you said, would Lena been taken to where there would be a large community of Middle Eastern to blend in? Yes and no, because she could also pass for other ethnic
Yeah,
backgrounds as
she
well
could.
because of her
She
skin
could pass
color.
for a little Mexican girl.
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
Sure
She
could.
could. She could. South America, from anywhere from the South American states, because of her coloring.
Yep.
Because she's what I. She's like a caramel, a light caramel.
She's beautiful.
She's gorgeous. She would
But
just.
but but then you have to think about it. So then she starts off the nonprofit organization, but but when she started this off, she was never an advocate for children. When did that little thing just all of a sudden pop in?
She has been an advocate for special needs. She was minorly involved in the Baby Moses law.
But
Um,
she never was a searcher. She never go
no,
out and
no,
search.
that's correct. That is 100% correct. This is the first and only time that we can find that, and we've gone through a lot of information that she's ever organised, participated in anything like this before. Now, granted, her not-for-profit hasn't been totally up and running, uh, only for a few years per se, but in the past 3 years, let's go back 3 years, this is the only time that she's done this. Why? Why now?
And that's what I'm saying. This is the only time that she's come. Why? Because I think shit went south. I do not think that they honestly thought that it was going to go this far. What I need to is I'm looking for the video that's out there of when Pamela Allen shows up at Riaz's front door to say that she was there to help him find Lena. I want that video. And we're looking.
Yes. So
And it's out there.
if anybody recalls seeing this particular video that may have saved it to watch later, or that
Whew.
you saved the link somewhere, Ma would be. I'm sorry for speaking on your behalf, Sweater, but Ma would be greatly appreciative of finding this
Oh,
particular work.
Alma.
We've all seen it, but we can't physically find it again because there are
Okay, let's get
so
back
many
into
videos.
this woman real quick. Because around the time that she got divorced from, okay, so here, let me answer Carpe's question. Okay, Carpe, there's no alias. Pamela goes by the name of Pamela
Pat,
Shari Espervoa and now she's married to Paul Allen, so it gives her the Allen.
Correct.
Pam, so we are just assuming right now because of her mother being an Espervoa that that's her maiden name. We don't know what the Shari is yet, Share. But when we were looking into her, this weird the name came in and Rade, and we were like, so for some strange click, we went off of that name with Pamela. That's how we found the record.
Yeah. We
It,
also found her divorce records too
yeah, we got
from
divorce
Patrick.
records, and we also see that around the time that the nonprofit started, it was almost like a child went incognito and went from a thief pothead to buying a $300,000 property with cash. But that's not tonight. We can't. I can't do that. My brain is full. It's
Yeah.
just there's a lot. There's a lot. But this little girl right here, I think she's actually using special needs children for a cover up, and that alone, I mean, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Let's look at this.
If that's the
First thing
case,
that
it's
pops
bad.
up, make a contribution today. How about a no? And then we
We'll
won't
skip
even
that.
go in. Baby Moses, the Danielle story, summer animal play. Let's look at the gallery. Yeah, we advocate.
Now that's the baby's funeral there.
Danielle's legacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those are the only pictures she shows.
Yes.
Out of the whole entire thing of having special needs children riding horses and doing this is the only
Three
picture
photographs.
you have is
Yeah.
Danielle
Yeah.
and a casket.
Yes. I mean, is she so busy that she can't hop onto a website and upload some photographs? If Lena is a priority and
Like,
she's an
where is
advocate,
Lena's picture? Why is Lena's picture not on this site that we're looking for Lena?
that's an extremely good question.
How much donations has she made off of Lena?
Exactly.
Yeah. How much has this Eagles Flight advocacy and outreach group earned?
I don't know, but you can. Let's see. Let's book now for a summer animal therapy session. Maybe you can't book anymore. Yeah, she's because it's not my internet. So can we book or can we not book? Oh, can we? Oh, it's opening up a secured site. Hang on. There's no online availability for February. Please call us at 210 264 2781. What to bring? Swimsuit, a towel, and a life vest. Guys, I do not know what to think. What's a big rabbit hole, Alma?
And this is only the tip of the iceberg.
All right. Yeah. Let's go into the Facebook because this weirdo. Like, why are you tagging Lena's father for this crap?
Yeah.
The
And
father don't care about this stuff. He only wants to care about his daughter.
yeah, this is the translator that she brought in.
Correct.
Lawang Mangal, the one that's on every news video, translating for the family, translating for the wife. So he's posting because she tagged him. We'll look at Pamela in a second. So she's with Lena's father and four others. And don't you know it? Paul Allen, her husband, Adam, no idea who that is, but I know who this is. B.
We
Nino
sure
Quinans.
do. We
That
sure do.
she's married to Spike, the one that's in the Guardian Angels. And Lawang Mangal, the translator who is not translating the correct words. Right, Cruella? So let's watch this video of her taking a
Go take your bath.
weirdo.
Good boy.
Oh, what happened?
I think she needs to take a bath her daggone self.
It's okay.
This is like, I mean, the bird is kind of cute though.
Yes,
Good
Nana.
boy.
The answer to your question is yes. There's
Nice.
$170,000 of reward money
Oh, there's
on
a big
Lina's.
reward.
On
What is Pamela gonna find her and collect the reward money? I don't think
You'll
so.
get her.
I think she's a fraud. Let's go to her page. No, no, I want to read the, and here's her Eagles flight advocacy and outreach proud of this team.
You need to show the one about doing something in between the lines for once.
Yes, Kaz will show that one because I don't know, but this is the one the other day. She says, please mark this day on your calendars. I finally did something within the lines. This rarely happens. Now she's talking, we've already drove by this gym and we don't know if she's at gym or what was it called? Charlie's what? Tempting Charlie's? Charming Charlie's.
Charming.
Charming Charles. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think she was going to the gym, but this is her parking in the lines of a compact space by the movie
Fairly.
theater in Alamo, the golf course area. Yeah. And then I can't read and I don't read that writing. May Allah give birth to you in peace. And then he wrote this. But where is thank you Spectrum News? Oh, hang on.
CEO Eagles Flight Advocacy and Outreach. I wanted to go ahead and update a little bit on the case of Lina Hill. As you know, last Sunday
I'll be right back, guys.
was
I gotta use the little
our
girl's room.
last
Okay.
search in the green
So
belt
it's all
that's
you if
closest
I'm
to
not
your
back in
home.
time.
All right.
We were committed to searching the 27 miles, and we did search the 27 miles. Our commitment to the family is still to stand with them, to still pray with them, and to still hope for them. As you can even imagine, these are some very dark times for them, as Dad has always called Lina the light of the family. So, our hope is that you continue to pray as their journey continues in their search for their daughter. We are going to take some time off, number one, to observe Lina's fourth birthday, which is this Sunday. And we ask that you take some time that day to say a prayer, hold them in your thoughts, and hold this family continually in your thoughts as they approach this day that's coming and as they approach this time without their daughter. We are thankful for all the tips that are coming in, and I would encourage you, if you feel like you have information, and if you've reached out to SAPD, if you've given them the news, if you still feel like that you need to share that tip with us, we will take those tips and we will get them to the right person.
Don't go
Our
direct to the
message
FBI.
on the Eagles Flight Advocacy and Outreach Facebook, you can message us through there. We will take those messages and we will send them through. We are very grateful for the support of the people who have stood with them. We understand the FBI when they say they're not able to share a lot of information. We understand that. We thank the FBI and all law enforcement for their professionalism that they've shown throughout this case. We are very grateful for the volunteers that have come out and volunteered countless hours just to help this family look for this beautiful little child. And so now we just ask that if you want updates for the Lina Hill case, that you visit our Facebook page and you continue to follow that. Continue to keep them in your prayers and think about her on this Sunday, February 20th, as we observe her birthday.
So she's promoting the
fourth
Facebook
birthday,
page to get
and
clicks.
continue to lift them in
Very
prayer.
good. Pamela.
you,
Very
Lina.
good.
Yes, and did you notice that she didn't say Kiel, she said Hill?
Yeah.
And might everybody notice where she might be at this actual video?
Well, it's
Now,
just very
pay
funny. He's part of the law enforcement's officers, shall we say. So I think it's really wrong. If she was so Lena for Find Lena, why are you promoting it on your Facebook page? Why are you asking for clicks and views? Put it on your web page where, why not? Why is nothing on there? Yeah, and you should never, ever ask anybody to bring tips to yourself. You should take it directly to the FBI 1-800 TBI find.
But
Not
you should also know how to
He
say
took
the last
he
name.
took that post down.
But
who
you
did.
should know how to say the last name. You
Oh,
do not
absolutely.
call
Kill.
her Hill.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't say Hill, it's
He took
Kiel.
the post down.
Which one, darling?
Here it is. Oh no. Here it is. This. Oh my God. You can't make this up.
Oh, yeah. Now,
Hang on one second, guys. So he wrote it in his language. Is that Arabic or is that a special
it's
Panchu language?
It's
Panchu.
Pashto.
Pashto.
Yeah.
Pashto. Okay. Let me go back one second because here it says on February 20th, Lina Sardar, and he spelled it wrong, but I think that's the Google translator. Marks 2 months since she passed away, and on this day, Lena Jean turns 4 years old. Eagle Fleet Charity Foundation is celebrating Lena Johnny's fourth birthday, so all Afghans are requested to join the celebration with their young children. Thank you. Sunday, February 26th, and Sunday is not even the 26th, it's the 27th, at the Villa del Cabo Apartments. Are you effing kidding me?
I mean,
Please,
we
I
did
beg of
discuss.
you, do not bring your children to
I'll be
this
back.
place.
That almost sounds
Please.
like a go pick out the child that you want. That is so bizarre.
What happened?
You're not taking on the show? Okay, I had to get the monkey in here. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I am just want to say, do not, do not bring a child to this celebration. And if you do, please have them under lock and key and do not allow anybody to look at your child.
Yeah, don't even go to the party. And why are we having yeah, that is just it could be translated a little strange, but then Cruella down there translated it too, and it was basically requested was basically another word still bring your child. Required or some weird thing, I don't know. Weird. So the question is, did they
We
not
don't
expect
need no party. We need Lina and
exactly?
nothing more. We don't need no food. We don't need no balloons. We need Lina. That's it.
Exactly.
People need to understand that the children are everything for us. We care about the children, not about the money, not about the the value of what others are looking for. We want the children. Bring the children back. There is 4 children that are missing from this apartment. Bring them back.
That's the question. The question is this: how long have Pamela and the translator, this one, Lawang Mangal, been friends? And how was she the one that showed up at the Khil's door, the Sardar's door, and said, "I'm going to be your advocate"? Or did the translator bring her?
Exactly. Exactly. Sorry, I had to get up and walk around. I'd lost feeling in my leg.
Okay, let's go over to her page real quick.
We don't need to move furniture. We don't need to make a party. We need the children. That's it. We
That's
need the
correct.
children.
We do. And again, I have the question: is she so Lena orientated? Why is she? I mean, the Moses law is very important. Don't take
Where's
me the wrong
Lena?
way. Thank you. She is in there, but you've got to scroll down a lot. Yes, that is a
This
relation.
this
Yeah,
mother, this mother, she
Time to hit the
screamed.
dance floor.
She screamed. The mother, she screamed for the top of her lungs, and she cried until she cannot cry anymore. And then she go one day, and the next day she start again. She scream and she cry. She wants her baby. She don't want a party. She don't want to move furniture. She wants her baby.
exactly. Exactly. And that's what we want for her too. We want to bring Lena home. Any
No
of these
shit.
babies that go missing, we want to bring them home. A birthday party celebrating her birthday, she can have that when she comes home.
She only puts out Lena when it benefits her and her efforts in finding her.
The money is here today and gone tomorrow, but the child, he stay with you forever. The love is always there. We want the child, not the money.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's all about the donation, the money. Hmm. That's the question. How did she get there? How long have her and the translator been friends? Are there 3 other Afghani babies missing that were not turned in? And oh, there's so much more, but we have to dig a little more.
We care about the children. We don't care from where. We don't care which color. We don't care if they are white. We don't care if they are black, if they are Chinese, if they are Japanese, or if they're Afghanistan, Iraqi, Irani. We don't care. They are children. They are precious. They are a gift. They are love. We want the children.
We certainly do. We certainly do.
Yeah, there's something definitely suspect going on. It just goes from her showing up. I honestly think that they were going to try to handle it behind the scenes, and they did not think for 1 minute that a little Afghani girl who's been here for less than 2 years was going to make the news,
Yeah.
and she
I
did.
mean, look, I mean, in realistically, look how many we know, we've seen it, how many children go missing across the United States
Welcome
on an
back, McManus.
on an annual basis. There
3,000.
are it's 3,000, it's 2,099.99999 too many.
Yeah, like 2,973 go missing. I think
Yeah,
it's every day.
yeah.
We
It
want
is
all the we
ludicrous.
want all the parents. We want all the parents to understand we care. We care about the children that are missing. We
We
don't
sure
care
do.
about where they are from. We want the
No,
children to be returned, and we want them to be returned right now.
Yeah.
Not
Ethan
tomorrow,
just
not the next day, right now.
How
yeah.
many foster children does she supposedly have? Because we really don't have the numbers on that. But how many does she supposedly have living on the
She's got a,
farm?
she's got quite a few.
Yeah, it would be a horrible thing to be using these children for a cover up, and what you're. Oh, I don't even know. I find
People
it
take
weird.
the children for the foster for the money because in California and in Texas they get the big money for the children, especially if they have a handicap. They get even more money for the children.
Yeah, which floors me because I was just telling these two ladies before in Australia, you get a very
Creepy.
minuscule amount. You before you can even become a foster parent, you must prove you have the financial ability to pay for all costs for the child.
Yeah, but Cass, some states here actually pay you to foster children.
I know, and that's wrong. Is what I'm
Well, that's
saying.
what they
It's
do.
wrong. I mean, it gives the wrong.
You,
I'm not saying every single foster parent who does this isn't doing it for the right reasons. They probably are. But then we've seen so many that are doing it for the wrong reasons, and the child either goes missing and turns up horribly deceased or doesn't turn up at all.
yep.
I mean, yes, some of them get adopted, just like the West Boys did. They
I
were
was
in
just gonna
foster and
say
went
this is
straight.
a West Boy situation too,
Yeah,
the fostering system.
yeah. It's
But this one's making money off them. And even though she's a little thief writing checks for that amount, but she went to court. She was in jail a couple times. I want those mugshots. And I want to
well,
see
well,
the video of when she supposed to, I can't remember watching the video of when she showed up. Why would you be filmed if listen, if there is a video of her showing up at Riaz's door, why are you filming this if it's the first time you're ever going to what? Am I hearing this right? I don't
well.
remember the
I
Because every time she does something, it doesn't matter. Even if she blows her nose, she has to call the media so she
yeah,
can
because I
make
mean,
some money.
it was done. The media are the ones that actually recorded it. It was done by a media, so it might be in the hundreds and hundreds of Ken's five maybe, because they seem to be doing the majority of the videos in the beginning. So that is, if somebody out there in chat would want to do a little bit of investigation to see if you can find that video, we'd be
yes.
awfully appreciative.
Let's watch
Awful.
this video. So, Cruella, explain again. This is her talking about the money from Trader Joe's, which is one of her sponsors. She's got some big
Yes,
sponsors.
this lady, she gets all these sponsors because everybody thinks that she is perfect and that she's such a good person. She has the corporate of Trader Joe's, is one of her biggest supporters. After the candlelight vigil, they gave her all this food and everything to pass out to people. And here she is bragging about on the Christmas Eve in the evening after the candlelight vigil about that she's getting her last pickup from Trader Joe's to pass out to people. But what people need to understand too is this lady has talked bad uh, about other people that have tried to help look for Lina, and she has been rude and has has diminished the people, but it's her who needs to be diminished because these people They take their time and their money and they go to do the good thing to look for the Lina, and she don't want them looking for Lina. Why
Yeah,
she don't
exactly.
want the people look for Lina?
If Lena miraculously appears and she finds her, then you
Oh,
could just cross the dots, dot the i's and cross the t's, because then you know that she is. I don't think she's that good though, if this is actually the case, but she's definitely. I mean, she got the name that she went by was, to her record, is a name that where she was married to that man, Patrick.
yeah. Ma, one of your very, very kind and good investigators who's in chat, I won't say name just in case she doesn't want me to, has just posted something in Discord that I find extremely interesting.
Okay,
And
show
not,
it. Well, let me.
and
How
not,
long is this? Let's
oh
watch
no,
this.
this is just showing from the IRS records.
Oh,
Um, she's the last time she actually did a tax return for the not-for-profit was 2018. Please explain, Pamela Allen, why you're supposed to do one every year.
what?
Maybe that's why she has the lien
She's
on her
dirty.
ego flight on the house. Maybe that's why there is liens on her house right now.
Well, that is correct. There are liens on her property.
Yes,
Um,
there are. And I bet that reward money could help pay off those little liens, couldn't it?
oh yeah, yeah. So thank you very much, little sleuth. Greatly appreciate. If you want me to put it out there who it was, just send me a message in Discord. Um, but that's awesome. Thank you so very much for that. We will be looking into that one.
Yeah, she tried to hide that name.
Yeah,
And
Patty and Pink.
someone else in the family seems to have been in and out of jail for being a petty theft. Well, who knows? Burglary. A kind of
Burglary,
a long
drug
record.
charges. Yeah.
Major pothead, unless he was selling pot, he was definitely smoking a lot. And then
Hmm.
all of a sudden, he comes into a 300. He buys a property for just under $300,000, but completely changes his name.
And it's for cash. Don't forget the cash part. There is no mortgage on this 6 acre property.
6 acres of property, guys, that we found connected to somebody who's trying to stay incognito. And I'm not gonna put that person out there right now,
No,
but
we've got more work to do on that. Yeah.
yeah, it's just a lot of shit. But this woman right here is dirty. I mean, you are dirty, Pamela Allen, Espervovo, and Gerardo, whatever your name is.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So
Hey,
stay tuned.
Humanimal. Okay, so this is Lena missing. We see that she's not posting Lena. I'm sorry, but if you're running a big advocate group for Lena's family, I think that Lena should be on your banner on your Facebook page.
On the Facebook page, on her web page. I mean, she's taken in
Everywhere.
all these donations. Um, put up the precious girl's face out there. You know, you're supposed to be so for her, finding her, but
Talk,
all to
and
me,
you need to talk about her all the time until she is found, or until you
exactly,
decide to release her.
Hey, Tracy. She's bad. This girl is
allegedly.
dirty. This woman's dirty. I think,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, if the question is this: how long has she been friends with the translator? How did they swindle their way into the Riaz family? And
Hmm.
are there really three other missing Afghani girls? We need to know. We got to blow up those police phones. Like, what? Where are them in the media? It's just got to be blown out. There's got to be known. Are there really three other missing Afghani girls?
Yeah.
It's just totally. And then what's the other thing? We know now for a fact that the guardian angels showed up. I didn't think it was weird. I kind of thought it was really cool. But I said to Kaz, and Iconic back then, I'm like, I think it's awesome, but knowing the guardian angels come when a child calls. Someone else could have called, you're absolutely correct. But we know who called. Pamela
Mm.
did because we have another picture of her and her husband wearing guardian angel jackets. We got
We
to
do.
remember the name Spike and B because
Yeah,
I have a
Spike and B.
feeling. Yeah, I have a feeling Spike might go by the last name of Rodriguez.
Quite possibly, I do agree with that possibility, Mar. Yeah.
And regardless of what she did, how big the check was that she wrote, and that could be what she got away with, but she was caught with check fraud, not once, twice, in jail, held on
Well,
with no bond at one point. I mean,
it was actually more than that, Ma. It was only
failure
those
to
two.
appear.
It was on. She actually did it more than once, more than twice. She did it quite a few more times,
Okay,
but
and then
she
we
got
know that
off.
she was married to a man. They got divorced in 2011. Him, we're not gonna.
No,
But there's a connection between the two of them of a person who had a bad rap sheet for stealing, major marijuana arrest, and then he just all of a sudden buys a
in
property of 6
2019,
acres. Okay, there's 6 acres to this property, so that
and
needs
this is
to be looked
a
into.
four. And on the property is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, and
Townhouse.
it's an actual home. It's an actual house, not a townhouse.
Oh, I thought you said
Tracy
townhouse.
Smith, please take care of yourself, hon.
Oh, sweetheart, that's
Oh,
not good.
Tracy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Healing prayers out to you, darling.
Yeah. She's fishy. I could smell. I could. She's bad. Regardless. And then what was it about the $700,000 that she got to start that nonprofit? What was the $700,000 that was going around?
I'm not 100% sure on that, so I wouldn't like to comment.
Yeah, I heard that it was like 700,000 to start maybe Flight Eagle advocacy. Maybe I'm gonna have to look into that. Somebody told me something about that. But I don't trust any police department over there with this as right now. I wouldn't even talk to them. That's why I'm like, screw that. Let's just talk about it to the our group in YouTube. We might get somewhere further
Yeah,
with.
we discovered some very disturbing information, so um, yeah, I'm very wary of them now too.
Yeah, I'm not trusting anyone. I think we should trust hiring a private eye.
That'd be fantastic. I'd send money from Aussie for that.
I would too, and I would send money, and I would see if we could hire that Phil one from the Dior case, the one who's actually out in Houston, Texas.
Oh yes.
Phil, what's his last name? You know, the detective that
Yeah,
was fired off the Dior Kuntz case, the second
yeah,
one, because he got too
yeah.
close.
He did. He got way too close.
Feel better, Tracy. I actually
Yeah.
spoke to the female, his assistant, about Dior. She was cool. I forget her name, Chrissy or something. I don't know. She was nice though. But yeah, Phil was a good private eye, and I know he's still in the business, and he's in Texas.
I wonder
Oh,
how much it would be to hire him.
I don't know, but we should call and get a price
he might do it pro bono. We don't know.
for publicity. But it's not, let's watch this. So this is when Lina's missing, and she is just okay. Let's just watch and see what she is. Why
Hey
is it
guys,
so big?
been a long day.
Hang on a second.
I
Okay.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was just way too big for
that
me
was.
to handle.
Yeah, me too.
Hey guys, been a long day, full of goodness, full of the Christmas spirit, and full of hope. Me here at Trader Joe's picking up our last donation until the Christmas break. Thank you all who came out to the vigil today. Thank you for your good wishes, and my prayer is that you be blessed, love on your families, and thank you so much for supporting us. And you know what? While you're at it, thank you for Trader Joe's. We appreciate all that they do for us, and we appreciate their continuous support. Merry Christmas. God bless you. Happy New Year.
See, it's all about her again.
It's always about
Wait,
her. And Starseed, your question.
wait. So she
Why
mentions the
post?
visual, and not one time did she say Lena's name.
No,
That
On
is,
the,
you know what,
if you
Pamela, you're
look at
disgusting.
Starseed, she had a question. Her question is why she posts Lina father in these random posts and
You're
has
right,
nothing to
Tracy.
do with Lina. The
yeah,
reason why, she posts the father is because that will give her more publicity and it will give her more some money for some more donation.
Marion.
But
yeah,
my thing is, I wonder if Trader Joe, the corporate office, how they will feel of what type
Right,
of
right,
company they are
Starseed.
donating to.
exactly,
I think
exactly.
she does it to. I think she does it for people to think that she has a closer relationship with Riaz than she might
She
have.
actually does. Yeah,
She's just networking herself in her little nonprofit organization.
But if you look, when she go for the search, she never walk with the dad Riaz. She always walk with the translator.
Oh,
If you look,
I'm telling you.
at all of those videos, she's always with the
She
translator.
she did not just meet this translator. This might be, she has a lot of people, and we're not going there tonight, in her
no,
pocket.
yeah,
I can't even go there tonight.
no,
She
But
take
no.
she
the
has,
translator
no, no.
to the mayor ball.
She's known this translator for a long time. I'm probably guessing as long as he's been in the San Antonio area, they've known each other.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Wait, did we tell Shredder that we made her little
oh no, no,
Mazda into a little sticker? The new
no. Go for
the
it.
new
Hey,
mascot.
Shredder, you're one of your furry little babies. Those cute little ones that you had in your
We're
jacket.
waiting for the cake video, by the way.
Yeah, Marion, you are correct. Unfortunately, yeah. And there was a question in chat that I just saw before. Surely that the FBI has translators that could have translated. They actually did say that they did. Um,
Yeah,
why
you're
that
right, Tracy.
translator isn't being, because it's free of charge. It doesn't cost anything. But again, it all comes back to Pamela. She's pushing into the.
We just stole your baby Mazda, Shredder. That's the new little channel mascot. I'm still gonna make him a pair of underwear when I learn how to knit. It's shady. She's shady, and it all, nothing made sense. You couldn't find shit, but once you found that Andrade name and you started to go on that, you were
Yeah.
like, oh, this bitch is shady.
Oh yeah. I mean, my heart was pounding. The adrenaline in my body was shooting through me when I started going through this. I thought, oh, like you would say, Ma, you can't make this shit up.
Oh, you can't make this up. And it all started with the fact I kept going back to the concrete. Let's end it with the husband's LinkedIn page. Let me pull up his
Yes.
LinkedIn page. This is
Yeah.
where it all started. So it was, how did Pamela find about Lena? We need to find that video, guys. This is crucial. We
Hang
need to
on a minute, Ma.
find,
Marion, I haven't heard that. Um, uncovered William Terrell where?
huh?
Hang on, let me just show this post.
No. Yeah, we can't even, I can't even go there tonight, but oh my gosh. Yeah, that's,
My
no, I didn't
fingers are
hear that yet.
typing furiously.
I just forgot what I was doing.
You were
Oh, I'm
going
looking for
to
the LinkedIn
Paul
video.
Allen's.
My brain completely almost jumped into the other rabbit hole with William Terrell. So they found him. So that little bone they found, that was his?
I'm
It
just
must have
looking
been
for the
his.
news.
Okay, let me find the husband's link page where he was active a week ago. And now, listen, I'm not saying anything about, but you can tell he's definitely a Republican. He does not like Biden. That's for sure.
I just want to say one thing before we end. I want to tell all of the parents that as titties and kitties, we care about the babies. We don't care where you are from.
God.
We don't care the color. We don't care nothing. We want the children. And we are telling whomever may have Lina, return Lina home now.
Hey,
Not
where's the picture?
tomorrow, not the next day. We want Lina now.
Yeah. Marion, I'm looking.
Wait, did he really just take the picture off?
Is there any way, Marion, that you can send it to Mar's email address at
I can't
MonkieMar
even see chat right
true
now.
crime at gmail.com, please?
Okay, there it is. And honestly, when I first started reading this, even though he works at Brundage Bone Concrete Pumping in San Antonio, when I read this about section in his career, how he's bragging about the concrete pumps that he uses, I honestly thought he was talking about bicycles over here with the swing. I'm like, is that a bicycle? Like, no, it's a concrete pump. But he's definitely into concrete pumping. And so is the website, that the company he works for. And he was active on here a week ago. I mean, so he went from
He's
the
been there
general
26
manager
years.
to the
Yeah.
sales operations assistant. 26 years and 9 months. This man's been pumping concrete.
Well, he's in the sales part of it. He's not
Well, now he
physically
is.
doing
But
it. Yeah.
if you read the about section, this man knows how to pump concrete. It says, my career in concrete pumping started in 81 for Triway Concrete Company, Jim, Germany, and Frank Langley. Laborer, working my way to operator, the challenge at the 4,000 trailer pump, and then to a challenge 3,900 boom pump, then a Schwing 928, and what a difference. So he's bragging about the pumps, and then I thought it was the best thing ever. And then 1995, I went to work for Brundage Bone in Dallas for Greg White, great manager and friend. Now I'm in San Antonio, Texas, overseeing the San Antonio branch. Great company and great leadership. I stepped down from BPCP to take a general manager position for a local company in San Antonio. This man knows how to pump concrete.
Karma, looks like Chat wants you to become Mars mascot.
Look, see, volunteering, the vice president at Eagles Flight Advocacy Outreach.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what we have figured out on this woman. Something's real shady about her. And that's all I've got for tonight. I'm brain dead.
Human animal. Yeah, me too. Human animal. I'm going to look into it.
Kitties
once
and titties. Oh, shit.
Once we get off here.
So, yeah, nobody, if you live in San Antonio, I think what you should do is go to that party with a sign that says, "Where is Lina?" with no children under the age of probably 18. Because I don't know what, that just sounds like maybe they're scouting out things. That's just weird as hell.
Just remember,
bored,
karma is the future.
And if you're bored, call Bear County. Don't even mention Pamela. Just call Bear County in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And if you really want to get on someone's nerve, get on Corey Schuler, the PI under McManus, and ask him where the other missing Afghani kids are. Just, that's what, yeah, just, something's got to stir the pot. And I'm curious, we got to make sure Pamela sees this video. Pamela, where's Lina?
Exactly.
Bring our babies home.
Exactly.
Return our babies now.
Where is? Yeah, she's a shady one. She's shady, and I'm gonna give that one guy a call, the one that went incognito, and just see if what the exact relationship is. Even though I think we know what it is, I want to see if maybe they'll tell us.
Hmm. Yeah, I couldn't find anything either, human animal. Not since December anyway, when they actually found bones and it was going for testing.
And the $700,000 that was supposedly the start of that Eagles flight group.
And all the donations for the sheds or the cabins.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you, Mar, again for having
Yep.
Kazaroo.
Spike and B, Rodriguez. How did she show up there? The other kids that are missing. There's just too many weird coincidences that add up to something's just so not right with her.
Big red flags, huge,
Oh, they're
massive.
flying like huge at the base of Mount Everest.
Hmm.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Crew
Thank
Ella
you.
Karma.
Thank you
Thank
so much for having me.